Hello, welcome back to Pickles. I am Amir Bagdachi. This is the show where, it's not really a show. I think of it more as a public service, like a public utility. There are people out there who deserve free, personalized spin doctoring to get them out of their personal situations. I am here to provide it. Happy to do it. So here's how this works. This is your first time. You all send me pickles, predicaments that you're in where you need, not advice, because advice is moralistic. You need talking points to help you wheedle in or out of that situation, and I pick 3 of them, and we do it. So let's go. We got a good 3 today. Kind of on the topic of small talk in everyday situations. Okay. First one is good. We're going to start with strong emotion here. I'm newly married, and my wife is a wonderful, passionate individual. Congratulations. Very much so. Congratulations. She does have the tendency to fly off the handle in a small tornado of fury at the smallest random thing. What can I say to keep things calm when I see a fit of hollering is brewing? Okay, first of all, bless you for wanting to be the mature one in this situation, for trying to make things better. Fantastic. You're not laying blame. You want to be part of the solution. Beautiful. Here's the thing. You are in a serious pickle because you kind of lose either way. If you say something, then that will probably be fuel to the fire, especially if the tantrum's already going. And if you say nothing at all, your silence will be taken as some sort of offensive incitement. So you're really kind of stuck. I think the way to reframe this is to think of a tantrum as natural. Right? It's just natural, naturally occurring tantrums. Nothing to judge, just like we don't judge nature just being nature. And so when you see someone on the edge of a tantrum, what I find is the most empathetic approach is to appreciate that this is a part of nature. And I go to the guidelines laid out by the National Park Service for bear encounters. Okay, I went online, got some. Here's what they are. Remain still. It's pretty good. Stand your ground, but slowly wave your arms. Help the bear recognize you as a human. It may come closer or stand on its hind legs to get a better look or smell. That is solid advice for newlyweds. 100%. I don't know what kind of hand motions. I was just thinking the hula family probably is the most common in that situation. But again, you want to communicate you are not prey. It's tough to do. It goes on. Continue to talk to the bear in low tones. This will help you stay calmer, and it won't be threatening to the bear. See, that right there, I think, is the benefit of the talking points of what to say. In that situation, your words are less for the other person and more to keep you calm. So that means you've got a range of things that you could talk about. It could be the Lord's Prayer. It could be the resale value of a Toyota Camry. Whatever kind of keeps you neutral on the level, that's going to work in this situation. Now, finally, this is, I think, where it comes in especially handy. If you are attacked by a brown/grizzly bear, leave your pack on and play dead. Lay flat on your stomach with your hands clasped behind your back, your neck. Spread your legs to make it harder for the bear to turn you over. That's a good one. Remain still until the bear leaves the area. See, now that's what you need to do. Like, not even metaphorically. Just do that. If the tantrum erupts, fall to the ground on your belly, play dead. It doesn't matter whether you're in your kitchen or at a charity gala, this is going to work. Because if you do that, if you fall around and play dead, it doesn't matter how ridiculous you look if you're in public, everyone will assume that your partner is guilty of something far worse. And even if they're angry, they're not going to try anything. And for the rest of your time together, hovering over them is the danger that if they lose it, you're going to play dead. That should solve most of your problems. Maybe not long-term maritally, but in those moments, work on it. Again, it's not me, it's the National Park Service. Right? They've got experience. Here's the next pickle. I fly a lot for work. It's very tough, by the way. I don't know if I could do that. Usually I wear headphones, and that ensures the person next to me won't strike up a conversation. But sometimes they try and talk anyway. What do I say? Okay, you're depriving yourself of one of the great gifts in life, which is plain conversation. And that's coming from someone, me, who does not do small talk. I'm very bad at it. If you come to me at any point and discuss your sibling, your pet, or your vacation, part of me, I will actually walk away 3 grams lighter because my brain will have atrophied just that tiny amount. Yes, I will stand there and talk to you about it, but I will wonder, why? Why are you doing this to me when I would never do it to you? But plain conversation is not small talk. It's just the opposite. People get in a plane and something about being in that metal tube with just perhaps even the smallest prospect of death hovering over you. And it turns the whole situation into a priest's confessional. And your seatbelt is all the vestment you need because you are going to hear confession. It's natural. It's natural. You should enjoy it. I was on a plane once. I sat down next to this very small man in flannel. He looked like a leprechaun dressed as a lumberjack. And he explained that he was flying ultimately onto Maine, where he did customer service for LL Bean. You all know, until recently, they had an extremely generous customer return policy. You could return anything at any point, no questions asked. I think it's still pretty good, but it used to be just totally open door, nothing. And I'm gearing up to ask, what is the most blatant return? Has someone returned a tent, but it was just an envelope filled with ashes, and you had to go through with it? Instead, he leans in and he whispers to me, "Have you ever lost the love of a good woman?" This is a great question. It's a fantastic question because it's not a question. If someone asks you, "Have you ever lost the love of a good woman?" they are not interested in your answer. It's more like a signal of what your next hour is going to be like, and that there will be tears. So I don't really remember details of the story, to be honest. I think what I got was she broke up with him, and he didn't put up a fight, and he regretted it. And I kept thinking, it's probably because he was stuck in a customer service mindset. She basically came to him to return the relationship, and he was like, "No questions asked. That's fine. Not a problem. Whatever you need. Can I replace me with another boyfriend of greater or even lesser value? You tell me. Satisfaction is guaranteed." But he should have asked the questions. He should have. So, maybe if you want to get out of a conversation, they still try and talk. I think leaning in and asking someone, "Have you ever lost love of a good woman?" then putting on your headphones probably would end the conversation. But try it. Try it. Okay, next one. Dear Amir, barbecue season is about to start here in Wisconsin. Same thing here in Michigan. It's about to. It's way too windy, I think. People are trying, maybe here and there, but it's way too early. Barbecue season is about to start here in Wisconsin, and as a non-native, parentheses, moved here for love, I am struggling with how to carry on a conversation with Midwesterners. This is classic. It's classic. Midwesterners are very subtle, very tricky, because sometimes they don't talk at all, but sometimes they do talk, but you can't tell if they have anything to say because it seems to be about nothing. So again, as a non-native Midwesterner myself, I've been studying them, I've been researching them, and I feel like today I can reveal in this show the 3 most powerful words in American Midwestern English, okay? I have heard someone using just these 3 words sustain their side of a conversation for the better part of an hour. That's how good it is. These words, there you go. There you go. You can use there you go in all contexts. It counts as a valid response. Someone could say, "I went to Tim's funeral. and the place was packed. There you go. I went to Tim's funeral and there was no one there. There you go. I bought a brand new cooler. There you go. I bought a brand new cooler, brought it home, discovered we had 3 other coolers up in the attic, brought those down, washed them off, returned the new cooler, got my money back. No questions asked. There you go. There you go is an adequate response to a joke. You could, at a stretch, say there you go in a wedding. Let's say that you were asked if you would take this woman as your lawfully wedded wife, and you answered, there you go. It wouldn't be traditional, but people would understand what you meant. It'd be valid. It'd be legally binding, I think. So, there you go is your magic phrase. What you have to remember is that this does not work outside of the Midwest. It's not going to work. You try it on the East Coast, people will not know what you're talking about. What do you mean? Who goes? Where I go? I'm not going anywhere. Where's there? Okay? East Coast, totally different phrase you've got to use if you're in that situation. And that phrase is, you gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me works for everything, regardless of context, race, class, situation, whatever it is, right? Like, landlord found out she was keeping pet rats and let her keep them. You gotta be kidding me. Or Donner got into the Cosgrove School. You gotta be kidding me. Or this guy says he actually prefers high moisture mozzarella. What do you think about that? You gotta be kidding me? Bingo. You gotta be kidding me. Works. Okay, that was 3 pickles for this episode. I think we'll just sort of stop there. There you go. Was that enough? You gotta be kidding me. Of course it was. Again, if you have a pickle, send it in. There's an email address in the description. It's helpme.pickles@gmail.com, or put it in the comments of the YouTube video if you're watching this on YouTube. Talk to other people. Would you mind sharing this with someone? It's a favor to me. Do it and say, there you go. And if they ask you, why'd you share this with me? You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding. Until next time, best of luck wheedling out of your situations.